everyone, to the Next Best Picture podcast, where we are talking with Tolga Karaçelik, the writer and director of Psychotherapy, the shallow tale of a writer who decided to write about a serial killer. Tolga, thank you so much for joining us today.
No, I'm glad to be here, Daniel.
Very excited to talk to you because I have not stopped thinking about this movie since I saw it at the Tribeca Film Festival last year, and I particularly enjoy the
Really?
brand of dark humor you are working with in this movie, and I'm very excited to talk to you about it. I know that you first wrote about these characters years ago and then came back to them after your film Butterflies won the Grand Jury Award at Sundance. So I'm curious how much of what you were feeling at that time ended up going into the character of Keen, this writer.
I think the award part came after me getting the Grand Jury Award at Sundance and trying not to get lightheaded about this. Like in the movie, they're talking about, Susie says, nobody gives a fuck about that award. Stop talking about that award and stuff like that. So it has, of course, those elements. But like first, while I'm writing, it's like always taking notes. You don't know where it's going, but like you know the feeling that you want to go to, and you know the feeling that the audience, you want them to feel. Like it was always kind of like this pulpish feeling it had while I was writing, and even the way that I was writing it was I was enjoying myself too much that I was doubting myself. Should I just continue writing this film? Like because I don't know why am I enjoying this much writing about it, because it seems to be always something, trying to get it out, trying to make it perfect. And this time I was writing it, shouting. My wife that's in the living room from my working room was shouting like, and then he did this, and then he did that while I'm typing the words. So I was like, maybe there's something wrong with this. Like there's a caricature in Turkish, there's a mouse and just a labyrinth, not a labyrinth, a corridor. At the end, there's a cheese, and the mouse is saying, something's not working here. So it was like that for me. It was so easy writing this thing. So, but it's always evolved around this Keen character that is really taking himself a little bit too serious, and Susie also can't guess what she's thinking sometimes. And comic, you don't know where he's from. So the characters were always like this, but side characters, of course, established after I think I started really working on the film.
And I know that you said that originally the writer was being stalked and harassed by this serial killer character who wanted him to write a book about his life. So at what point did the marriage counselor bit enter the picture?
I am happily married, first of all.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it came after. You're so right about this. Like, first, I think I started writing this like 8 years ago or something like that, 7 years, 8 years, something like that in Barcelona. And there was this guy that I thought he was following me or I was following him. I don't know. He was homeless guy with a harmonica always like 2 a.m. At, in the nighttime, he was walking around the streets and I was following him. Then I realized, what about this guy trying to make this write about himself? And he starts killing everyone around him when he refuses or doesn't take action, starts writing. So the writer becomes first witnesses of all those killings, and then he becomes a suspect because everybody's around him is dying and he's always in the scene. So that was a cool, I think, movie. If I could have pulled off writing it, then I left it. And then I got married and I started working different things like Butterflies and stuff like that. And then, yes, I decided that this movie is about being a couple, trying to continue being a couple. And the challenge of writing someone, a serial killer, consulting him with the same word that he is also consulting to say that his marriage of a serial killer with the same words was appealing to me. Can I pull it off? Like, can I, with the same words, I can consult David married with the same word? I'm thinking about how to become a serial killer with the same word, and I enjoyed it. It was kind of like a good exercise.
It is a lot of fun to watch that dynamic bubble up. And it's kind of a running joke in the film that, that marriage gets likened to killing or to the serial killer's process. So what was your wife's reaction when you shared this script with her? All this dark material about marriage.
Yeah, yeah, I had some question marks. Like before she was reading about how she will be feeling reading it, but she laughed a lot. I heard she was laughing. I think she was so bored of me taking myself serious like King. So whenever she was reading, she was laughing out loud. Like she had then told me that she had seen a lot of me in that movie, which I don't think it's a good thing. Though I was scared how she would receive it. Now, and at the end, I received it, I think, more negatively, the way that she received the film.
Oh
So
no.
it was like a boomerang. So it came back. Um, she was the first Susie, in Butterflies. Like my
Hmm.
female characters are named usually Susie, and my male characters are Kenan. Now it's King with the same words. And so, because she was Susie before, I think she know how Susie felt in this one too. So she sadly identified with the split more than I thought she would be.
So I mean, so you name the characters sort of similarly across your movies. Is that
I don't know
because
why.
you kind of see them as similar or having
I
similar
don't think so.
qualities, or?
No, I don't think so. But yeah, they have something similar, of course. But I don't know why I'm doing. For example, there's always an Afar in my film. Afar Hotel now.
Mm.
In Ivy, it was the harbor of Afar. In Butterflies, it's the town Afar that they're in. And they're always smoking Meteor cigarettes. I don't know why I'm always adding these things. I know I'm like meta. I'm trying to not take myself so seriously. Like at the end of the day, we're all gonna die. No one will come back, and I don't think there are any alien archaeologists that will come to the world after Homo sapiens is dead. I don't think we'll be clever enough to continue 200,000 years more. So they will not dig up and say, "So what did Tolga Karaçelik shot in 2025 or 24?" Like, so it doesn't mean anything. We all die. So just enjoy the movie. Don't make it while you can. So that's why I always add Meteor thing in my. How far is, I don't know, maybe sounds like Afar. And Araf is the place between heaven and hell in Turkish language.
Hmm.
Araf, maybe because of that. I don't know. And Susie, I don't know why Susie, but it's always named Susie. Kenan is my middle name. I know where Kenan comes from.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm full of myself. I'm sorry.
I think anyone who directs their own scripts has to have a little bit of that in order to make it work somehow. And I believe, if I read correctly, this is your first time writing a film in English.
Yeah.
And so were you worried that the humor that you were writing in or thinking in your head wouldn't translate to the page?
Strangely, I never did. Like
Mm.
when I go back, I go, oh my God, what if they didn't laugh? Imagine like you're making something and it doesn't mean anything. It might have been too. But I didn't think about it. I don't think I do think about how audience feels that much. I want them to enjoy the movie and I put it in the engineering side, meaning I do put my scenes on post-its and I know the duration of the scenes. I know when I get bored. So cut out that scene, dissolve that scene into different scenes. The Act one has to start now. Act one has to be finished now, etc. Act two has to start now. It's all that stuff. But I know, well, I want the audience to feel like the way I want them to feel, enjoy it. But like while writing, I only write the things that I want to watch. So I think there can be only one lighthouse. And it says when you're writing and directing, it's only what what it makes you feel like what you want to see on the thing. While they are giving you money, when you have the chance, do it. Like so,
Yeah.
so yeah, so that's only. But when I go back, it's crazy. Like it's crazy. Like it's totally might not have worked at all. Maybe it didn't. We'll see how it goes.
I mean, obviously it's all subjective, but I think it worked beautifully.
Thank you.
And, and you've assembled this incredible cast for this film and they each seem to really fit these characters like a glove. It's really amazing. Did you have these actors in your mind while writing or during the casting process? And how did you get all of them involved?
I won't be posting, but like I'm of course didn't have Steve Buscemi in my mind, not in my dreams. I didn't have that name. But I'm writing this for Steve Buscemi. All right, yeah. Continue writing in Istanbul in your house. But John Magaro, strangely, was on my writing desktop while I was writing.
Oh,
His
wow.
picture was on my all over there. As his picture from First Cow. Like he was always king that I had in my mind. Like the way that he dresses in that movie, also, etc. Britt, I didn't. I loved Severance, but I didn't think about it. Susan Shopmaker did a great job getting all these casts all together. Steve was before Susan Shopmaker he was the first one to get on the boat.
Oh,
But
wow.
like, yeah, he was always the compadre. He was always on my side making the movie. He's like we did this movie together. Like he is a great force also, and the gentlest person that I've met, and I'm proud to call him friend now. He's really more gentle and more delicate than whatever you hear about him. Like it's not
Mm,
enough what's been said positive about him. He deserves it all the way. I want to be like him when I grow up. Great,
wow.
seriously.
Mm.
And Britt, when I first met with Britt, it was love at first sight. Like she was Susie, totally, she was Susie, and like we ended up sitting together, I think an hour or 2 hours, something like that, which was supposed to be a half an hour meeting, and then we were laughing, talking about Susie, talking about script. John, yes, John is so keen, and he delivered it so good. They're all great actors. When you work with those actors, all the other cast also I loved working with. So they all decided all the Albin Mafia Bob, the agents, the hotel lobby guy, like everybody, Nick, and everybody was great. And the cast was great. And I want to thank Susan Shopmaker about that. Point out.
Yeah, they're all fantastic in the movie and so memorable in so many ways. I know we're coming up at the end of our time together, but I wanted to ask because the film ends with a really great line about how the only thing happy about the ending is of his book is that it's not an ending. And so that made me kind of curious. Do you ever think about or find yourself wondering about the lives of your characters after
I
your film
always do.
ends?
I always do, Daniel. It's
Yeah.
like I want the audience to. If the audience sometimes, if you know how you'd be feeling, what he would be talking in a pub if you meet with Kim, for example, or if you're out in a business dinner with Susie, or if you see Colmick and watch with. But if you can guess what it is, then it means that they are lives. And I feel like that about all of them, and I hope the audience feels like that too. And yes, I do sometimes I think about them, what they do, etc. But like, I think they're organic and they will continue living without doing something that's not unexpected from them.
Mm, mm. It's fascinating. I love it when you have such a deep relationship with the characters that you write, that these sort of things just come to your mind. It's really great.
It's what you talk about for years until you
Mhm.
lose all your friends. Then you realize you have to shut up and sit down and write the script. They have to go. This is how you leave them. You have to
As,
let them
as
go. You
Keen
know.
learns.
Yeah. It's
Tolga,
all
this
about process of growing up. Daniel. I don't want to sound like a therapy, but it
yeah.
is also for me too.
No, that makes sense. And it's been wonderful to talk with you about this film. And the film is
The same.
so much fun to watch. And I wish you all the best on your
Thank you.
next project, which hopefully we can expect soon.
I don't know. Like
Um,
I'm never a career guy. I
mm,
think that I will shoot a movie whenever that story is
mm.
deserves to be shot. I'm writing a couple of things in English, couple of things in Turkish, but no one has came up to be the first one yet. We'll
Mm.
see how it goes.
Well, I'm looking
But I
forward
want to,
to.
I want to shoot something that I didn't write also that I can
Mm,
contribute as a director or
yeah.
maybe co-writer too. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, I'm looking forward to whatever it is. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
It
Thank you
was
so much
really
for speaking
pleasant.
with us. Yeah,
No,
wonderful.
it was really one of the best like things that I did today. So thank you.
Well, thank you so much. That's an honor.